Suzanne from www.eft-scripts.com, and as promised, I'm showing you some of the more unusual EFT points that some of you may not have come across as yet. The first one, and this is actually a very common one, and most of you would have come across it, is at the top of the head. You know where you've got this swirly crown thing at the top of the head, and it is there right in the middle. Okay, and you can tap on it like this, or just tap on it in a circular motion like this, like a little raindrop, pitter patter of fingers, which feels quite nice as well. Okay, another point which was initially kind of part of the basic recipe, was taken out for reasons of social niceties, is the below the nipple point. And let me just bring this down a little bit so you can see it. If you're female and wearing an underwired bra, it's the same line as the nipple where the wire is. And don't let anyone tell you that in a male it's any different. It's the same point in a male. It's where the moon kind of thing of the breast ends. That's the under nipple point, and you can tap it like this with 2 fingers. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to stand up for this. There's also something else you can do with the below nipple point. You can actually tap in a straight line using thumbs and all the fingers, because you're also tapping all of the fingers while you do that. The one at the top of the head covers most of the meridians, which is why people like using it. And also the one below the nipple, I like using it because of the liver point. And for me, my liver meridian is always a little bit out or whatever. So that's the one that I like using. Excuse me, let me just put this here out of the way. Okay, so another point which is not often used is the wrist point. You might hear of the wrist point. And this is, if let's say you're wearing a watch. If you don't wear watches, that's fine. Pretend you're wearing one. It's just after the watch point. And what we do is we slap it like this. Or what we can do is tap both hands together. Like this, or like this. Both arms, should I say. That's it. There are other wrist points as well, which is the back of the wrist. Kind of the same place, but at the back. Or you can go like this. Or you can go like this. You can go like this. Experiment and find out what points are nice for you to use. That's basically what it is. It's what feels right for you. It may well be that for you, the particular meridian is more in need of stimulation than others. Maybe genetically or environmentally or whatever. And so if a point feels particularly good, it means that it's probably the right point for you. Okay. Another thing that is often left out of EFT, I leave it out of my beginner's free manual, is the 9 Gamut. And what I like about the 9 Gamut is the other things that we do while we're tapping on this point. And the 9 Gamut point is, if you make a fist, it's between the baby and the ring finger. Just here. Just on top of the knuckle there. And we tap it with 2 points, doesn't matter which hand. And what I really like doing is using one hand for one tapping, and then the next time round, use the other hand. It's a brain balancer. And I can hear my cat in the background. I hope you can't hear her. I'll let her out in a minute. What we do on the 9 Gamut is we keep tapping, we keep our head still, and we close our eyes. We open our eyes, we look hard down right, hard down left, round in a full circle, circle the other way. And then we hum, count, hum. It's usually happy birthday. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the 9 Gamut. You can also say the words while you're doing the eye movements in the 9 Gamut. And I also find that helpful with my tapping and with some of my clients' tapping. Okay. Other points that are usually left out in beginners' guides or on other YouTube videos is the finger points. And it's because the meridians on them apparently aren't quite as strong as elsewhere, but they're great points for an emergency. And if you go like this, again, it doesn't matter which hand, the side of the fingernail going from the top down, the side of the fingernail, and I shall attend to this cat very shortly, side of the fingernail. We usually leave this one out to save time, although you can tap it if you want to. Side of the fingernail. Okay. These finger points are really handy to rub. So you can go like this in an emergency. Like this, for example. Or you can go like this. Like this. Like this. Experiment with it and see how you feel. Anyway, this is Suzanne from www.eft-scripts.com. I hope these points have been helpful. If you like them, use them and see how you go. Bye-bye now.